The DIRECTV Airship, if you were to stand on your head and look at it, would resemble a submarine, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You can see what would be the conning tower, but it's now underneath. Essentially, the airship is floating in the fluid rather than just on top of the ocean initially.
Mm-hmm.
So we're buoyant and at equilibrium with our ocean of air, very much like a fish in an aquarium. And that's how it cruises around. One of the interesting things about moving along in it is that when we climb, we don't lose speed, and when we descend, we don't accelerate. So it's just cruising around like a fish, and when you turn the bubbles on, that's the heat of the day. You'll see an airship bobbing up and down and around, and it's essentially just riding through the waves of the ocean's thermals. In the evening, it smooths off, just like turning all the bubbles off in an aquarium. So it's kind of neat. The airship is 175 feet long, and when we inflated the envelope, we displaced 5 tons of air. So the atmosphere that you're seeing held aside, or the space that the airship occupies, is 5 tons of air, 10,000 pounds of air.
Yeah. How long have you been flying these things?
Just over 23 years, I guess. It's been a love ever since I first stepped on one. I grew up around boats, and my dad was with TWA for a long time, and I learned to fly when I was 16. So there's a perfect opportunity to get into a cruising vessel and go around slow motion and really enjoy the scenery, because it's magic. You're not going so fast. You've got time to study it. Yeah, the Gulf is great. Our view from up there is tremendous. The way we work the program is on the front of the airship. You can see we have a camera attached. Inside the airship is the camera operator. And we have a layout of the course, and we're asked by the director pretty much to follow a group. And so they will be our focus, our primary focus. My task is to position the airship pretty much up fairway so that the ball is tending towards the camera rather than screaming off at a high rate of speed from the side. And as the director requires it, you know, the camera guy pans over to different areas, the putting greens and so on, to kind of fill in as he needs extra aerial shots. So the seat, again, as I mentioned, is nice and slow. We are just sitting in a chair at 1,000 feet. It's really, really nice. This wheel here is used for going up and down. So if I roll it back, the nose pitches up. If I roll it forward, the nose pitches down. Everything here is for the engines. This is the radio stack. This is pretty much all the electrics that secure the circuits. And this little monitor here is the one that I use to view what the camera operator is looking at. This sign weighs about 1,000 pounds, and it's only fitted on one side of the airship. And all airships are my buddy. And this buddy of ours is been affectionately named Eileen, because she leans to the left.
What's been your favorite event to fly over?
Well, you know, everything is different. So each one has its own different kind of thing. What's my favorite? I don't know. Fast is nice. NASCAR is good fun. But you know, a golf ball is also very fast, and it's very tricky. So as far as challenging for me is golf. Golf is probably the most pilot-aware sport, and you wouldn't think so. But trying to keep the airship at the end of the fairway, or moving it around, because it isn't fast. So it's all in the timing of where the director wants to be next, and, you know, try to position the airship. So you're really working a lot with the camera guy. And you've got to keep parts of the airship out of the image, so you're continuously maneuvering. Whereas baseball, heck, I can watch the game. And football's the same. The problem is I'm just going around, and there's not much in the way of flying. But golf is excellent. Drag racing I've enjoyed in the past, because again, it's very proactive. I can maneuver the airship under high power and throw it around the sky, and nobody cares, because it's always very noisy there anyway. So, and then again, there's even things like scientific research, whale watch, shoreline surveys, looking for dolphins and seals and sharks, all kinds of neat things. So